Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here and welcome back to another crypto video. And today I am giving you yet again a top list of the coins which I'm going to be buying right now. It is all upon the idea that the bull run is not over, as I honestly do not believe it is. Then again, guys, you already know on this channel, I've shared multiple different times some coins that will go really insane. And we were pretty right when we last cut up Mana and Sandbox and Engine, as those coins have really pumped over the last couple of days. And right now, guys, I am calling it out again. Metaverse coins are top tier, and it is very much worth it to look into them. All right, on the different part of the spectrum, guys, I am also getting into Metaverse coins that have not launched yet. If you want more info on those, make sure you subscribe to the channel for video. But for actual small updates or so, I recommend you guys to check out my new Telegram, which is the Altcoin Gem Info. The reason I made this one is purely because you guys ask so many questions whenever new projects launch that I think it might be a really smart idea for me to just make a little bit of a Telegram here where I can announce exactly what the launching date is and the official information, so hopefully nobody gets scammed. So if you're interested in buying coins before they launch, make sure you check this Telegram out. Let's make it bigger so people hopefully don't fall for fake things. All right, guys, so if you just go to CoinMarketCap, there's a little button you can press. Go to CoinMarketCap right now, press this little button right here for Metaverse, and you'll see a top list of all the Metaverse coins out there. You guys probably, from all my last couple of videos, already know which coins I'm excited about, but let me tell you guys again which coins I hold a lot of. Mana. Axion I bought a long time ago, but I'm not buying anymore. Just quickly putting that out there. Mana I hold, it's basically a game. You can play it right now if you want to. You can press it, you can play it. Theta I've held for a very long while as well. They basically are working on a completely different sector, as they're the content creation grounds. So things are going to basically be built on Theta. Theta is a blockchain-powered network purpose-built for video streaming, launched in March of 2019. The Theta mainnet operates as a decentralized network in which users share bandwidth and computing resources on a peer-to-peer basis. Now, the only thing is, guys, I do not consider Theta as a metaverse project on its own. Then again, that just depends on your own perspective. So I'm going to keep that out of the list. I hold a lot of Decentraland. I hold Mana from the past. I'm not buying that again, but I'm buying Mana. I'm buying Sandbox because their event is happening the 29th, which will basically open the doors like Mana has done, where it basically opens the game and opens the metaverse environment. So even though you might think, hey, let's buy the rumor, sell the news, like I just told you guys about a little bit earlier, and I kind of agree with you, it is still worth it to just kind of pick up and DCA our way down on Sandbox, as even though the event itself might get the price back down, it is logical that an event launch that could be successful could actually also accelerate the progress and the price, as well they finally have a working product. So people might actually want to buy in to use the actual game and use the actual things around it. And also the plots of land might become a lot more worthy once they actually launch. Engine coin, obviously, guys, I think you guys all know what Engine does. We've talked about it, I think, a dozen times over on the channel. And we've not been talking about Engine for a short time either. It's because when NFTs were popping off, we talked about them. But it's basically a company that provides an ecosystem of interconnected blockchain-based game products. They're just kind of like the hub for everything. Engine's flagship offering in the Engine Network is an Engine Network, a social gaming platform through which users can create websites and clan chats and host virtual item stores. And it's kind of like the hub for every single thing out there. So it's really, really nice to have that one as Metaverse grows bigger. You guys already know, I was really excited earlier about My Neighbor Alice. I'm not telling you guys I'm buying a ton of it, but I am telling you we bought it early when Binance launched it, I believe. Then we have Blocktopia and Illuvium. You guys already know I'm buying that right now as we speak. Starlink I bought only because you guys are telling me about it. I actually do not necessarily have that much additional info to share. You guys just said, hey, Dusty, get this coin. It's going to be juicy. And as I've said before over on my Twitter as well, sometimes I ape into stuff. A little bit earlier, I asked on my Twitter, I'm like, what coin should I ape into? And sometimes I just check whatever you guys have written, and I just buy it. You know, I do that very often. If you guys have some juicy picks out there. There's a couple of meme coins I bought that actually did pay out. And even the Shiba Inu, for example. I only bought it, I think, because a couple of you guys were joking about it. And look how that turned out. You know, that was a very, very nice bet. So Starlink is one of those as well. Long story short, let's quickly see it here. Let's talk about here. The Star token will be the key to everything in the metaverse. It's a currency for the first truly decentralized metaverse project. I guess, let us see. It's going to be an adventure type of system. No, actually here. I didn't check this, by the way. Once more, Starl is new to me completely. Star Metaverse will act as a gaming launchpad. Okay. With the first game, Warp Nexus, being adopted and developed by Vermbite Studios. Wait a minute. This is actually better juice than I expected. So if we're talking launchpads, by the way, guys, the majority of the altcoins which I buy early right now were launchpads. One of the ones that's coming up soon is Meta VPad. And one that I've actually, well, let me see here if I have it still. I do have it open. One of the ones that I just bought into as well is this one. So Axion, I just saw it standing online. Let's see here. Accelerate your crypto, buy and stake in 1BIT. From a certain perspective, I think, hey, because there's yield to be gotten, might be competing with crypto.com in that sense, or some of the Nexo type of platforms. But I'm more excited when I scroll down a little bit to check it out after I aped in. X's exclusive token launches and airdrops. Axion launch gives stakers exclusive access to IEOs, and airdrops just for our community. Guys, that is what I love so ridiculously much. Properly audited, so you know it's good. Built on Polygon, so it's not freaking slow like most of these other metaverse projects which are being built. I don't understand why most of them go for Ethereum. It's not solid. It's not smart from a longevity perspective. I think the major reason is because the NFT space is biggest on Ethereum, and so they decide, hey, you know what, we're going to get the biggest amount of capital possible in that sense, so we use the biggest platform. I understand from that perspective. So a lot of activity for this project. I've heard about it quite often. I don't know if it's as known in the lower realms, and that's because I heard about Axion, I'm going to say about 4 weeks ago or so. However, I heard that they had a little bit of a website switch, or how do you call it, like a big update. So I'm not exactly sure to have it on there. But I just want to quickly say I also bought into that. Now that we're talking about launch pads, I got myself into that. They're also apparently working with some other guys. I haven't really checked this out too much, guys, all these small announcements. But just letting you guys know, I checked it out. I have it. Get a particle NFT every time you use the accelerator. They have a couple of actions going on now as well. Stake Axion, earn some crypto, disrupting the traditional finance industry, the future of finance. No, I saw another thing here. Yeah, here we go. Invest in the next OpenSea. So they want to be the pad for everything, huh? $100,000 launch allocates exclusively for Axion stakers, launched a couple of days ago. This might be something to check out, guys. Once more, be very careful. Always do your own due diligence, but I aped into it a little bit. Look at the APR that you can theoretically speaking get. That is insane. Yeah. And for a proper one, that's good. I like very much. For it to kind of be early into, you know? You guys know what I mean? All right, moving on though. So if we go on to that list, I just named a couple of names for you. I dropped a couple of them. Those are my favorite ones. I also hold Star Atlas, by the way. I've been and shown many bullish views on that and videos about it. You guys know I have Minds of Delarnia, even though I'm not too excited about them from the technological or advancement perspective. I just bought it early as well, I believe, on the Binance Launchpad. This Red Fox Labs is a pump and dump type of situation. They have such a heavy marketing scheme, and I just see the videos everywhere right now. I believe they're paying a lot to get that out there. From a certain perspective, I guess it's still worthy to try. From another perspective, I know that because a video was placed a couple of days ago on some very popular channels, that's why the price is doing so good, not because of any really organic growth, so to speak. It's because of a big hyped up, I guess, announcement spree or something along those lines, like a, I'm not sure how you call that, like a promotion campaign. There we go. I have veracity because you guys told me to ape into it, and if we just go further, the majority of these coins I have like a very small amount of, or I'm not holding, except for one coin that's really down there, and that's MetaHero, because you guys also begged me to talk about it more and buy myself into it a whole freaking while, so that is also something I have. For the rest, all these coins here, there might be a lot of good ones out there, but they are more risky. And guys, that's why also I'm not showing you guys here some juicy normal altcoins, because if we're talking about coins that have gone down way too much and need to come back up, if we're talking logic, Solana, Cardano, Polygon, and Decentraland, it would be very, I guess Decentraland we already called about, right? But it would be very logical if these top 3 cryptos here just bounce back hard. They've fallen way too much. And I said the same thing about crypto earlier, crypto.com. And look where we are for that one. It's right back up to almost 80 cents after falling down to almost like 65 or so. Let's quickly check how low it went. Yeah, 66 cents as low as it went. Now it's back to almost 80 in such a short amount of time. I believe Luna is also on the same type of path. You guys remember, I'm extremely bullish on Luna and AVEX. I believe $60 billion for both of these at the end of the year is still definitely possible. But man, oh man, Metaverse coins are a little step above that. They're just one of the best opportunities right now. And almost every single list talks about the same coins because they're the biggest. And if they call about a really random coin like a render token, this one is pretty popular right now. I hear a lot of people talk about it. I believe because they got themselves a couple of listings. But another aspect of a metaverse are companies that enable the creation of those 3D and augmented reality visuals. This is where risk comes in, if you ask me, because if it's like a game, I'm gonna say if they go for mass marketing campaigns, it will easily just work. And with a render token and whatnot, it's more of a, yeah, maybe. I mean, it's very niche, not necessarily a small niche, but it's niche. There's no really good reason for people to choose this or choose the token. It's a little bit less logical than for some of those platformers, just quickly letting you guys know. A Metaverse in the spotlight, a digital land plot sells for $2.3 million on Axion Infinity. Things are popping off piece by piece. Look at that. It's going to be going so big, guys. I keep sharing it with you. Digital land plots selling for millions in the Metaverse projects. Yeah, I would always say as well, if you can get yourself some land in some very well-known projects, make sure you check it out. I might also be sharing a couple of opportunities to get yourself some land, though, over in the Altcoin Gem information tab. But the only problem is, very often when you get the chance to buy land early, it's a project that's not as big. So if you guys would be interested in that, it's a little bit riskier. And the ones that I know that you can buy, they are very, very expensive. You know, and like, for example, one of the opportunities I showed you guys last was $1.5 million for a piece of land in the game, or I should say a piece of island, because you actually get the actual piece of island as well. If you buy that token, buy that NFT, you actually get a piece of island. But, you know, some of them have a starting price, because if you want real things or you want a thing that's really highly competitive, they usually mark the price up a little bit. But I digress. I'm just letting you guys know what I'm buying right now in terms of Metaverse coins. Those are all just juicy. And they're not like a thing where you buy them and you're going to sell them if they're 3% down. No. What I do is I buy. And if we go a couple of layers down too much, okay, we buy more. We add, we stack. Because I believe so honestly and so surely in the next sector for crypto. First it was DeFi, then it was NFTs. Right now it's Metaverse. I'm going really heavy on this, guys. Really heavy. I've already done that. I've made so much profit this month from the pre-sales, I guess, but also from this. You guys already know I've been sharing everything on this YouTube channel. No means to brag, no means to let anybody take losses. I'm not trying to make you buy my bag. Just letting you guys honestly know what I think is going to pop off, and we've been pretty accurate on that. Another thing I guess you can always buy, by the way, if you're wondering, hey, which coin should I maybe get? One thing I always tell my friends is get yourself coins that are connected to exchanges like BNB, like the crypto.com, the KCC, FTT. Just the ones that are connected to exchanges are solid. They'll most likely keep going up over the next couple of months, just piece by piece. Maybe not the craziest of all coins, but I think like a BNB is just very, very smart to have in your portfolio. Just letting you guys know my honest opinion. All right, that was it for today's video. I don't want to, scroll this out too much longer. Make sure you check out Axion. Make sure you check out this little list of all the different altcoin, gem information that I have. It's not too big just quite yet. I don't even have a logo. If you want to make me a logo, send it in the other Telegram that we have. And I'll see you guys again in another crypto video later today. Make sure you subscribe for more.